Hello everyone, my name is Sui, the host of this show, and joining me today is Fu. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Zui. It's such an honor joining you on the stage. Welcome to our talk show on this popular book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Head.
So without any further ado, let's jump right into it.
First, we'll have a quick look into the author of the book. Roll the video.
So in these videos, we are going to talk about Oliver Sacks, the author of the books. Oliver Whoopi Sacks was a British neurologist. He was also an author known for a series of non-fictional books, particularly interesting cases among his psychiatric and neurological patients. He was born in Cricklewood, London, after he received his medical degree from the Queen College, Oxford in 1960. He interned at Middlesex Hospital before moving to the US. He then interned at Mount Zion Hospital in San Francisco and completed his residency in neurology and neuropathology at the University of California in Los Angeles.
How fascinating! Oliver Sacks is a talented writer and an excellent neurologist. I always wonder how people who suffer from neurological conditions perceive the world around them, and this book got me interested.
I can't agree more. What surprised me even more is the fact that with a unique and creative writing style, the book is still a fascinating read despite its topic might be hard to digest to some people.
Let's have a quick look into the plot of the books, shall we? Spoiler alert!
This book compiles different sections of 24 essays with ridiculous titles such as The Man Who Fell Out of Bed and The Disembodied Woman. Thus, under different neurological themes, the sections are divided under 4 titles. The first part is Losses, which about the deficit in a normal brain causing the neurological disorders. The second part is Excesses. It is quite similar to Losses, but this time it is about the abandon of a certain mental process in the brain that caused the problem. The third part is Transports. Dr. Sacks discusses about the patient's cognition about the world in an abnormal way. And the final part, The World of the Simple, write about his work with mentally challenged people. Over time, he discovered the exceptional intelligence lie under those intellectually disabled people.
Very interesting. I hope after 2 videos we could somewhat capture your attentions. So how do you feel about this book, Fu? Is it of your liking?
Yeah, it's always great to learn more about this unique topic.
Okay, let me just grab a seat real quick.
So, out of 4 chapters in this book, I personally like the chapter Losses. This chapter mainly discusses about the damage or incapability parts in the brain. So, out of our 4 chapters in this book, I personally like the chapter Losses. This chapter mainly discusses about the damage or incapability part in the brain. The brain is an amazing and complex organ. It lets us think, communicate like a human being, imagine silly things that doesn't exist, and reviewing books. just like what I'm doing right now.
Uh-huh. And people say that we are using only 4% of our brain, and yet look how many accomplishments we made, and how far
Our technology has led us to. Could you possibly imagine what could happen if we can control 100% of our brain?
After reading, I learned that the nerve system inside my head is like a tofu, not a coconut or some shop. It's fragile, and maybe just some damage we exceed the skull's protection can turn one's life upside down, and maybe end up like one of Dr. Sack's patients. So consider the brain as your own masterpiece. Learn to appreciate and preserve it, because there is no spare one for you to change if something wrong happens.
I have to disagree with that. I heard about some brain transplant cases back in 2017, and read a survey showing that brain transplant might be quite possible in 2030.
But until then, have to treasure our brain, and it's not easy to get someone donate you a healthy brain. Moreover, this book teach me how to appreciate my present life and have some mental prepare for the future if something goes sour. Let's talk about the future first. Here I illustrate my thinking with some drawing for clarification. Imagine your life is the line I draw here. Sorry, I couldn't draw as good as your life look like.
It's okay, you are terrible at drawing, we know.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you may expect your life to be like grow up, get educated by school or by society, get a job, get married, keep working, and finally like die like an old man lying in the bed with grandchildren and your child. But what I'm trying to say here is, when you go through your life, who knows what's gonna happen with your life. There will be some unpredictable accident that can turn your life upside down.
Like what?
For example, Krishna from the disembodied woman used to live a normal life with a family and a decent job, until one day she got her gallbladder removed due to gallstone. She lost her proprioception completely after the surgery. In case you don't know, the proprioception is the one function that can recognize our body, such as here. Let me do it. Here, I raise my eyebrow like that. Is it because of the proprioception? I raise my hand. Is the proprioception? I found myself happy and more appreciate my life as a normal person without any incident occur yet.
Very interesting. Thank you for that, Fu. I would like to share my opinions on the book as well.
Okay, go ahead.
So I read these chapters 22, 21 at part 4, The World of Simple. It's about a girl named Rebecca, who is called mentally retarded at the age of 19. She is described being a childlike by her grandmother because she couldn't tell left from right, and sometimes spent hours trying to eat her left foot in a right-sided shoe. It also has a cleft palate, which makes it difficult for her to talk.
How unfortunate. She's at such a young age to go through such a hardship in life.
Yeah, but despite her low IQ, she has a rare gift for poetic power. She had an incredible ability to see the world, especially the natural world, as one poetic whole. She would stand outside saying, "Look at the world, how beautiful it is." And as Sang spent more hour with her, he came to realize how inadequate traditional method of evaluating intelligence are. Such tests are primarily designed to measure mental deficits. They can't show neurologists the minds of unique power.
So you are saying that we could learn from this is that we should not judge the book by its cover?
Yeah, because everyone is special in their own way. Rebecca is not that different from us. She should not be described as retarded just because she perceive the world different from us. People has always biases toward these innocents and unlucky patients, though cursing words like stupid or dumb is always used on them, and they lost their rights in a society. That is what I learned from these books. Never be biased toward people just because they are a little bit different from you, and spread love around worldwide. Thank
Wow, such an amazing speech.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you. So thank you so much for joining us today, Pooh. We had such a great time doing this.
Yeah, I had tons of fun. I hope that we could somehow attract you, the reader, interested in the book.
I'm sure people are gonna give it a try. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye bye. Bye bye.